Okay, so we got this Germany index finally broke down below. I did have a potential buy order if, or I guess a buy position drawn up if price did, accordingly was looking in that direction, but turns out it was not. So we can delete all this, and I'm actually really happy about this because I do want this to be bearish. I do want it to go down. I never wanted to buy it, but it was just, that was the only position that was probably, that looked like it was possible because it was making higher highs and finding support. So I'm really glad that turned around. That's what I was hoping it would do. You can see it broke all these zones now. Broke this zone. This day, it's Thursday, came back in, rejected it, broke lower. So yeah, I think this is hopefully heading bearish now. I think this was just kind of a little bit of a fake out by having a higher high here, barely above this high. You can see last week, very, very bearish engulfing candle here, but did have this, in this candle too, so in this one. So we've had them before. So yeah, we don't really know exactly what this is going to do. I'm going to drop my range though. Range is about 1,000 points. We're going to set our high to, roughly 16.5, I think. That's what it works out to be. Yep, that's pretty fair. So this is probably, I'll just adjust these so they're even. 16.5, 15.5. That's your monthly range for this index. It's the range sits right in this area here, which is nice. Plus you got this moving average catching up, so I think this is a decent range. There's not much left since it's been heading downwards. There's not a ton of range left. It's probably 2/3 of the way down already from its normal monthly move. If this was its high and this is its projected low, it's already 2/3 of the way there. But looking for an entry here. Let's see. You can see price broke. Delete all these little marks I have. You can see price broke this moving average, which was support at one time. So now it's going to function as resistance. So there might be a position here that we actually kind of missed already. But you can see price came down, broke, and then came up and was rejecting it here. Got this 4-hour moving average right above, so it's functioning as resistance. That's all pretty fair. If price comes back into this zone, I would say you're probably good to short it, as long as it rejects properly, as long as you see on the smaller time frames, you see the candles start confirming that the bears are re-entering, and it's making lower lows and lower highs. So right now it's kind of flat, kind of consolidating, doesn't really know what it wants to do. It hasn't broke this zone, but isn't really making extensive lower lows or anything. So we gotta wait on that a little bit, let price come back up to 15,950, which is kind of a whole number, which is probably good. Price likes to gravitate towards those numbers. And then yeah, maybe just look to target 15.5 and finish off the monthly range. I know it's done most of it, but if you can get a decent stop, keep it even above these wicks here, these daily wicks. It's a healthy stop loss if you use a stop loss, and then this is a very good risk to reward. Anything over 4 is pretty good, very reasonable. You can see that the bearish momentum's already in the market. Like the last 4 days have been bearish, and then you can see there's not a ton of like pullback in the market. Even though it just opened, there's not much. So think you're good to short it soon. Just let price come up to this area and get a good position, and think you'll be good to go. So that's the Germany 40 index.